I just want them to be quiet. The only reason I feel so annoyed, which would be the greatest reason why I feel so offended with the nefarious influence on my life, as long as I would actually remain undisturbed or imperturbed, then I would actually be a very good person who can articulate my viewpoints with no great difficulty. This would never be a great issue. I can honestly say whatever things there might be doesn't matter. There is no limitation or discrimination that would confine my English proficiency to very given selective hand-curated categories. Let me actually mention this one. No matter what type of rare and exotic species you're going to select, as if you've been actually, finding a hole in my English, I actually, honestly ask you to do so more. Why not actually, go out and knock yourself out? You know what? I would never be afraid of being met with this kind of challenges, which would actually be just laughable and reachable fact. Do you remember this word, reachable? Because you know what? Professor Morrison actually had such a condescending look on me, as if I would have never been on to this kind of a silly word called a reachable. Haha, that's reachable. The very notion that you've been actually constantly peddling this notion of me being inferior to other folks, that's reachable. Let me actually peel those, scales off their eyes. My problem is, I'm going to use the sharpest of tweezers to pluck their own hairs in return of the very, misunderstanding that have been so part of the systematic bullying, which has so far had greatly disadvantaged my chances of making a thing done. And I would actually return this with absolute certainty by the biblical idea that had been so fundamentally founded, starting from the Hammurabi Codes, right? The Hammurabi Judicial Code has been the very fundamental original source which actually carried this notion, eye for an eye, right? I would never actually tolerate this kind of bullshit to stomach any type of burgeoning outburst of injustice with no rebellious withstand. Of course, going against it would be the fundamental sources what's driving me forward every single day.